Okay, so Officer Trudge has appeared back in Duel Links. He's back as a farmable event, so you can unlock him, you can get his new cards. Go Guardian has a new summoning animation, which I haven't actually seen yet, but I probably won't show in this video unless like Trudge decides to summon it against me. But we're going to go through this event. We're going to go and look at 2 farming decks, as well as go through the event, like how it's changed, what its event rewards are. So if you want to see either 2 farming decks, go to the timestamp on screen right now. You'll see the first farming deck, which is going to be using Gate Guardian. The second one will be using Arcana and Blue Eyes. There's 2 pretty unique farming decks in this video. So Trudge is back with a ton of gems. Like, I'm not too sure the actual gem count, but it's a pretty decent amount that you can get from just doing the achievement rewards. Additionally, they've brought back the special order list, which I thought was a really nice, fun, interesting way of keeping you kind of engaged with this event. And already I've got a ton of missions here to actually go through and do, and none of them are too hard. It seems like they've definitely gone through and completed them up a little bit. Here it says here there is a 15 gem bonus for obtaining 10 special orders. So I wonder if that's like a per day thing. I'm not too sure. Haven't really taken too much of a chance to look through that, but he has got some notable changes, and he has decided to drop a new skill and a new card. And I think one thing that's really cool is that we're guaranteed a prismatic Stygian security for completing 70 orders, which is not too bad because the orders are all pretty easy, but guaranteeing a prismatic of his new event card drop is really nice, and just kind of makes it so that you're not just getting complete crap every time from your drop. So Trudge has a few new cards, his new skill as well, that basically is it's very dependent on you using Go Guardian. It seems like return 1 monster that's been special summoned from your opponent's graveyard to your side of the field to their deck, and increase your life points by equal to the attack. This, to me, sounds like it's meant to be used straight with Go Guardian, which, considering we can't get Go Guardian outside of the skill, is pretty telling that Go might be in an upcoming box very soon. So I'll have to see about that, because otherwise it's just with like generic like Monster Reborn cards, which obviously we don't have too many of in the game right now. But let's go to the gate, quickly check out his rewards, and then we'll go through these 2 farm decks, because that's the meat of what you guys want to see. So his new cards, Kazaki, that's pretty cool. We're getting a nice reference to that. We also get a brand new card in the form of Broken Blocker. Activate only when a defense your monster you control whose defense is high in its attack is destroyed by battle. Special up to 2 of those monsters with the same name in defense from your deck. That's actually really cool. I think like obviously Big Show Guardian is there on the card up. I think you can make a nice fun tilty rank deck with that nice stall deck with this card. So that could be kind of cool to see if anyone can really break this. Then there's also Retaliating Sea. So if you stick around for the data mines, you'll have seen a lot of these cards for a very long time. 40% attack and defense. During either player's turn, when your opponent activates a spell card that includes the effect that specials a monster, you can special this card from your hand. If summoned this way while this card's on the field, any card sent to the graveyard is banished instead. So again, we're getting kind of that. It's kind of like a dimensional prison, dimensional fissure, sorry, that's the one. It's kind of like that, but in a monster card, so we're slowly getting there. If this card's sent from the field to the graveyard, you can add 1 Earth Insect deck with 500 attack or less to your deck to your hand, except itself. That's pretty cool. And finally, of course, Stygian Security, a new level 1 Fiend Tuner. If it's destroyed by battle sent to the graveyard, special 1 Fiend level 1 from your deck. So you can special summon itself, which is really nice. So let's go into the farm decks. So the first one we have is Elements Unite. Of course, this is a pretty standard farm deck. This is actually the same farm deck I used in the last event, and it's really cheap. Like, a lot of these cards are either card trader cards or actual farm cards from like Jaden. And obviously right now, as you can see, my deck isn't actually like as accurate as it could be, because I've got prismatic versions of Union Attack I can put in so I can get even more points. But the only expensive card here is going to be Shard of Greed, which of course you can replace for things like Jar of Greed, Good Goblin Housekeeping, but Trudge does run Wiretap, so he will be able to negate those if he has it set face down, which is more likely than not, so obviously be aware of that. But the whole idea here with this is just to stall out with Gate Guardian, play it on your field, stall out the duel, keep drawing into your cards with, Thunder Dragon, with Wing Karibo, with a Flute, and then discarding the Karibos to use things like cards from the sky. And obviously make sure you don't deck out your final turn, and then on your final turn you will obviously do the standard Vassal 3 Union Attack, Secret Paths to Treasures, and Anti-Magic Arrows combo. So let's take a look and see what that deck looks like right now.
Duel!
So we're actually using Arcana for this next one, and this one is a pretty unique farm deck because I didn't think we'd be using Blue Eyes to farm. Obviously Peel kind of did for the Epic Yami event, but this one's a bit more free to play than that deck was. So obviously running a Drill Up the Sleeve to get Cosmic Brain out as quickly as possible by discarding either Blue Eyes or Rabbit Dragon. Obviously we're doing this because Go-Go Guardian can't beat over these cards, so you kind of get Cosmic Brain out and you're kind of fine. It's kind of just like sit on it a bit like with Gate Guardian. The difference here is you want to be drawing into your deck with things like Shard of Greed. Of course, again, if you need to use traps instead, you can do that, but he might negate them. Also, you got things like Blue Dragon Summoner to search out for the Blue Eyes or Rabbit Dragon if you do need to. And obviously you can play your Cosmic Brain down and then summon Blue Dragon Summoner, use Cosmic Brain's effect to special summon out a Blue Eyes or Rabbit Dragon from your hand or deck by getting rid of Blue Dragon Summoner, then use Dragon Summoner's effect to search out for a card in your deck and just get some nice deck recursion going on there. Your final turn play is going to be the standard Gravekeeper's Vassal combo, but if you don't have a second monster on the field, you have a second Blue Eyes on the field or Rapid Dragon, you can use things like Silver's Cry. Additionally, things like Swing of Memories, which is a very free to play card, you can use that to get out your Blue Eyes or Rapid Dragon from your graveyard, and then go in with the standard Vassal Union attack, Anti-Magic Arrows combo to make sure he can't play his Security Orb, and go in for the attack and then win the game that way. I think of the two decks I've shown today, the Gate Guardian is my favourite. It's the most consistent because obviously you might end up with not drawing into Blue Eyes. Like, you might just get all spell cards for like the first 6 turns or whatever and you'll be dead anyway. But still, it's a very fun deck, a very unique deck, and I thought I'd show you anyway. So enjoy the farm video, and I'll see you all in the next Duel Links video. See you then.
Duel!